Until 1920, tug of war was an Olympic event. People genuinely won Olympic medals in tug of war, and it wasn't the only strange event. For a while, ballooning was an event too, as was poodle trimming. With the latter, it was a simple game of numbers. Whoever could trim the most poodles in 2 hours won. It was only held once, at the 1900 Olympics, with the winner grooming 17 poodles. Rope climbing was more successful, being held 4 times. My favourite of the old events is pistol dueling. The bullets were made of wax, but it was still pretty dangerous. But these are all former events, and there are still some really dumb events in the Olympics today. In my opinion, the dumbest Olympic event of all is race walking. You might not even know it's an Olympic sport, because let's be honest, it shouldn't be. Because race walkers are not allowed to run or jump, they developed a ridiculous way to make walking more efficient. Now, I should find that impressive. It's ingenious, but there's something about it that annoys me. When I see them speed walk, I hate it, and I hate them. I just wish they'd pick a side. Either walk or run. You can't do both. It's the sport of a coward. But not everyone agrees with me. The thing that surprises me is they have people commentating the races. And to be a commentator for a sport, you need some in-depth knowledge of it. But who has in-depth knowledge of speed walking? Why would they? I feel like to be a fan of speed walking, you have to be some kind of sexual predator. You also have to wonder what the long-term effects of walking like that are. It can't be good. Race walking has been part of the Olympics since 1908. Amazingly, the country with the most medals in it is the Soviet Union, with 9. And tied for second place is another country that no longer exists, East Germany, a vassal state of the Soviet Union. So apparently the Soviets really cared about race walking, and that's dumb. I like to think most people agree with me, that humanity can unite in our disgust of race walking, although I will admit, it is kind of mesmerizing to watch. Another dumb Olympic sport is the steeplechase. I really don't know what's going on here, but the water is a nice touch. I'm pretty sure it doesn't affect the race much, it's more just a minor inconvenience for the athletes. Steeplechase is like a worse version of the hurdle race, but much longer. In fact, it's the longest Olympic race with obstacles. It's crazy to me people dedicate their lives to such a specific event. For other sports it makes sense. If you're an Olympic champion boxer, you can then go professional. If you're an Olympic champion sprinter, at least you get some fame. But if you're a steeplechase runner, you're just a crazy person. The Soviets were never too into this event, but they loved basketball, which brings us to another dumb Olympic sport, 3-on-3 basketball. It's only been an Olympic sport since 2021, and to be honest, I'm not sure what the point of it is. Basketball is already part of the Olympics, so it's almost like they decided to go with a worse version of the same sport. If you ask me, they should have just brought back an old event, like shooting. And when I say shooting, I mean when they shot live pigeons. Introduced in the same year as tug of war, it remains the only Olympic event where animals were killed on purpose. Like dog grooming, it was a numbers game. Whoever shot dead the most pigeons won. There were 54 competitors, who collectively shot around 300 birds. So it was a bit of a weird day, and even back then it caused outrage. So live animal shooting was never again held at the Olympics, which depending on who you ask, is broadly a good thing.